By this point in the summer, especially August, most people think the answer is to do more discipline, more planning, more effort, more pressure. But often, your next level is not hidden in addition, it's hidden in subtraction. Because not all commitments are progress. Not all movement is momentum. And not everything you're carrying deserves to come with you into September. Some obligations are outdated. Some routines are actually performative. Some goals were inherited from who you thought you were going to do or be this summer, not actually who you are right now. And the longer you carry what no longer fits, the harder it becomes to move with speed. So before September asks you to accelerate, August asks you to strip. Strip the noise, strip the guilt, strip the excess. Because clarity is not just about knowing what to pursue. It's also about knowing what to release. This is the art of intentional stripping. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of what people keep saying, or a lot of what keeps people feeling busy, is actually avoidance. Overcommitting and overplanning, saying yes too often, keeping low priority obligations because eliminating them would actually force a more honest confrontation. That you may not actually be progressing where it matters the most. Busyness can actually mask stagnation. And late summer is full of camouflage, social events, loose routines, random obligations, energy-draining habits disguised as making the most out of the season. So now you ask, what am I doing that feels productive, but is not producing transformation? Look carefully. Which commitments are consuming energy without moving your life forward? This might look like projects with no real alignment, habits that preserve comfort over growth, endless consumption without creation, planning that substitutes for execution. Not everything deserves a place in your next season. And every yes to the unnecessary becomes a no to momentum. Intentional stripping means cutting with precision, not because you're giving up, but because you're making room. One of the heaviest things people carry into September is not failure, it's guilt. Guilt for not doing enough, guilt for slowing down, guilt for wasted weeks, guilt for goals that did not happen on schedule. But guilt is deceptive. It feels productive because it keeps your mind emotionally engaged. But guilt rarely creates forward movement. It creates hesitation. Because when you obsess over what summer should have been, you waste the exact energy needed to shape what fall could become. So, here's the shift. You don't need to punish yourself for a slow season. You need to extract its lesson. Maybe summer showed you your distractions. Maybe it exposed weak systems. Maybe it actually revealed burnout. Maybe it clarified what you really don't want. And that's not wasted time, especially if you use it as data for yourself. A slow summer only becomes dangerous when it turns into a stagnant fall. So, strip the guilt. Do not drag emotional dead weight into your pivot season. You're not behind. Point blank period. You're at a decisive point. And decisions carry more power than regret ever will. You know, there's a subtle trap in late August. Observation without activation. You notice your patterns, you reflect, you think deeply, you realize what needs to change. But realization alone is not transformation. Awareness, of course, it's powerful, but only when it becomes action. So many people stay stuck because they confuse self-awareness with self-correction. They watch themselves drift beautifully. September belongs to those who actually move. So this is your transition. This is your permission to transition from observer to operator. Active readiness means preparing your life for momentum before motivation arrives. It means, some point really soon, resetting your schedule now, rebuilding your mornings now, protecting your energy now, choosing your priorities now. Not when September starts, now. Because momentum loves preparation. You're not waiting for a better season, you're engineering one. And that starts when reflection ends and readiness begins. Before the comeback, there is a cut. Before momentum, there is a removal. Before speed, there is space. This is what August is offering you right now. A chance to enter September lighter, sharper, cleaner. Not by becoming someone entirely new, but by stripping away what was never serving you and what's never meant to be your next chapter. So ask yourself, what must I release now to move faster later? Not everything from summer deserves access to your fall. And sometimes the boldest thing you can do is not add more, is remove what weakens you. Because September momentum is not built by carrying everything. It's built by carrying only what matters. So this week, cut one distraction, release one guilt pattern, remove one false obligation, and watch how quickly your energy returns. Because when you strip with intention, you create room for acceleration. In part 3, we stop preparing and start building. 3 decisive pivots that hard work, discipline, output, and undeniable momentum into your daily life. Stay tuned for more. Hug tighter, love stronger, always believe. Ariadna.